Alrighty. I think we're about ready to go here. Happy Sunday, folks. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing amazing today. We are back at it, and almost back home, finally. Oh, jeez. That's been, God, it's been a little bit. I miss my own house, like, a lot right now. It's good being back in here, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stick around, so we're doing a quick Sunday Funday stream of some Elden Ring. Randomized speedrun, any percent as per the usual. We look at our classes, we see what we got going on, and hopefully we have a class that will take us to the very end of the game. Wouldn't that be nice? Dual Serpent Hunters. Okay, so Duel isn't really that useful to me, but a Serpent Hunter sure the fuck is. So that might be worth my time. Especially considering this essentially has 0 stat requirements to it. It's just a good fucking weapon. So yeah, that might just be the play. Warp Dax, kinda ass. Qatar, yeah, Qatar's actually not even remotely good. Okay. Here's the thing. That could be Patch's Spear. That could be Patch's Spear. Or that could just be regular Spear. And if it's regular Spear, then it's a pretty mediocre class we're looking at there. Okay, you know what? Honestly, I think I'm just going to have to pick the one that seems the smartest here. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. You know, the money. Honestly, the money. The money seems like the best option here. You know, I was going to use an interesting character skin, but fuck it. We're going to go Mr. John Default today. John Default. There we go. Alright, good enough. And away we go. Depending on the mood that I find myself in later here today, we may end up doing another Kingdom Hearts stream as well later tonight. I have yet to really make that determination on whether or not that's going to happen. We'll figure it out as we go here, but actually do that. Okay. Okay. All right, money unequipped. Actually, how much money was that? Now that I'm thinking about it, not bad. Actually, not a bad first get. Like that's definitely something that can get us going. Also, it seems like we have the mask that gives us what you call it, item find. So that's okay. All right, that's not bad. I think it also gives us a point of arcane, if I'm not mistaken, which is cool. That's actually useful. We like to see that. I mean, like, not that arcane specifically is going to be useful, not unless we run into, like, an actually arcane-based weapon that's, you know, decent and good. I mean, if we don't run into that, it's not that big of an issue, but we'll work backwards from the situation, so it's fine. Alright, never need that grace. Also, something that I've been doing, but we're going to try doing this time around. Also, wait, that was even more money. 6K. And an extra 6K on top of that. Beautiful. So something I've been doing that maybe we're going to try doing a little differently here. I'm going to start working in the actual save quits into door opening. I'm going to try and take that a little bit more seriously, because the IGT, or in-game time, is what we go off of anyways, so... but what I actually meant to talk about was this grace right here. We're gonna get this grace because it's faster to run over to Kale when we're on horseback officially, so we're just gonna wait to get that instead of doing what we have been doing. And in theory, that should go a lot smoother. Let's put the shield on for right now, because the shield should be faster movement. And also the blocking animation is a lot smoother too, so there's that. Kind of a number of reasons on why using the shield is just arguably a better time here anyways, so... And then once we're done with that, for the most part, we can just kind of book it the other direction. Or do what we normally do, which is run over to Kale, go grab the items on the way through, all that magic. But we're just essentially booking it right now to get Torrent as quickly as possible, because Torrent is movement. So I think something we're going to end up doing at some point here in the future that I have been wanting to do for a little bit, but I haven't been doing, is I wanted to start playing Don't Starve again. Also gotta remember where the actual fucking Grace is. It's such a minute amount of money, but fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyways, because I can't help myself. But yeah, we are gonna probably end up doing some Don't Starve. Maybe Don't Starve together at some point or another, but I kind of want to start with one and then the other. And I've been getting back into the addiction of Don't Starve again, and I would like to maybe try streaming it on PC. I know it comes with its basket of issues. I think there's some optimization issues that otherwise are kind of annoying. But we'll figure that out as we go. Alright, do a save, or not a save quit, but rather a load warp here instead. It's not much faster, but it saves us from having to actually, like, sit down. So, anyways. This isn't technically the optimal direction to be running towards immediately, but we're doing it anyways because we're here. Budding cave moss, okay, trash, cool. Like, I mean, technically speaking, this route may not even be required. But we'll do it anyways because, well, hey, multiple routes never really hurts. Holy crossbow, okay, literal dog shit. It's my favorite. There's 3 items over here, but we're only gonna go after the 2 that are very obviously easy. There we go. Go to the graveyard. We got, what, Holy Shield there, or was that Golden Parry? I think that might have actually been Golden Parry, because if it's Golden Parry, that's, I mean, that's arguably decent. It's not safe, per se, or not even really all that useful. Reduvia, okay, that's kind of cute. Reduvia is not a bad option. Reduvia could actually be, really, really useful, depending on our situation. But granted, I really hope we don't have to rely on it, because unless you have all the items that actually make a Reduvia, it's not really going to be cooking. Not really at all. It'll do some work. That much is true. Silver Tier, Golden Order Greatsword. Golden Order Greatsword is okay. Somber 1. Okay, could you please, Torrent? I'm not really asking much of you, Torrent. Torrent, baby, come on. Thank you. Fuck. Alright, that's our Smithy 2. What's our beach item? Please be something good. Okay, trash. You know what? Trash is good too. Trash is good too. That's a lot of stat requirements. And frankly, as far as it stands, we have the Serpent Hunter, so we'll just be using Serpent Hunter anyways. That's just infinitely smarter in, like, every capacity. Technically speaking, coming to Fort Height first, maybe not the smartest plan, but it is currently the plan, for all it's worth, so it's happening now at this point. Okay. Is that the... Yeah, it is the snake lad. Okay, gotcha. And no, I'm not gonna fucking bother with getting the item inside that one room. It's too much effort. I know that was an incredibly sloppy kill, but yeah, it just was. All right, it just was. That's all there is to it. Let's not worry about it much. I really hope that guy doesn't retain aggro while I'm up here, but I mean, I guess I need to, again, get better at just saying fuck it, save quit, Arquizzle. I've been doing the no deaths and the no hit for so long that I'm just, like, personally trained to not do that. Yeah. Like right here, that is an exact situation. And I gotta get the save quitting down again anyways, because having save quitting down is pretty important. It is definitely like half the bread and butter, arguably, with a lot of the shit that you do here, so. Okay, there we go. May not have been required for me to spend all of my money immediately, or rather to have it all available immediately, but I kind of figured, fuck it, just have it all there immediately. Because, I mean, I'm gonna be doing a lot of this right here anyways. I'm hung. That... Rotbone... Rot? Okay, alright. You know, actually, if we run into an arrow situation, that could actually be kind of useful. I didn't think there was anything else there. Wait, was that the raptor set? I think that was the raptor set. If it was the raptor set, that actually might be worth picking up. Okay, that might actually be worth our effort. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I probably gotta go a little bit better about announcing when I'm gonna be going live and shit like that, too. I have not exactly been on top of it much here lately. Hopped off the horse actually a little early. I'm gonna get this chest, but I'm not gonna go down low, I think. You know what? Nah, it's gonna bother me too much if I don't go fucking get it. Fuck it. We're getting it. I don't care. It's time loss. There we go. Ooh. Well, ooh. Ooh. I mean, it is good. It's just, you know, one of those items that's kind of like, you need the thing for the thing to make it a thing. But, yeah. Okay, trash. Cool. My favorite. I love trash. Apparently you didn't pick up the money there. That's fine. Land squirts. Cool. Don't you hate it when you get a case of land squirts? Grafted blade? Oh, That is a fat fucking stat dump, but like, holy mama Luigi, that would be a good time. Okay, Mama Luigi, that actually would be a good time. Okay, Rune Arc, beautiful. Let's go deal with Fort Height, Kenneth Height. Let's go murder Kenneth. I wish I had better, like, wherewithal of the forest whenever I was traveling through it, but I just don't. Fucking, I've been doing this for so fucking long now, and like, you figure it would translate, but it just doesn't.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great...
Kenneth, your fit is hot, but you are not. There we go. You gotta wait for the money to pop into your inventory, otherwise it takes... like, he's not gonna die. Actually, as far as it stands, it's kind of funny. Kenneth Height's monologuing does in fact save his asshole. Wait, I actually wonder if I spawn in on Torrent there if I just... oh, well, that was a waste of fucking time. Oh, well, whatever. Worth the check, I guess, because technically speaking, the waste of time isn't horrible, question mark. Somber 2? If I have my choice, I'll probably do the Serpent Hunter grand scheme of things, because that is arguably just the safer bet, weapon-wise and damage-wise. Grafted Blade, I'm gonna have to essentially get naked for that bad boy, and like, while I'm totally down to get naked for the Grafted Blade, it's arguably gonna cost me a lot more to get it going and online than the Serpent Hunter. And arguably, Serpent Hunter is just better. Grafted Blade definitely comes with its perks, but one does the job significantly faster, so. Golden Seed. Do I need the Grace here? No? Not really? Let's just go to Caelid. Yeah, let's go to Caelid now. Okay. But yeah. Oh. Okay, tibia... Never mind. This actually is a... This is just a complete and utter non-threat. If I actually had damage here, we would actually do it, but I know for a fact I do not have damage. Not nearly enough to deal with the tibia. Tibia would be an absurd amount of money. Especially for the spot it's replacing, but it's not happening. I don't see the flask happening, admittedly. I'm gonna get this grace because I don't trust a doula. We never trust a doula in this household. Is that a doula? That is a doula, yeah. Okay, alright. Starting to pile up a decently nice pile of monies, which is good. Which is good. I gotta get a little bit better about my pathing, too, I think. One of the easy mistakes to make here is I think I very often... Okay, Roger's letter. Trash. Literal trash. Stone 1. Somber 3. Somber 3, we're already up to a +3. That's good. One of the easy mistakes, though, that I do tend to make is I will path such a strong beeline through things, which technically speaking is correct, but at least in circumstances of what we're dealing with, you don't want to be running on not flat land. Or you want to be running on flat land, because that's where Torrent excels and exceeds the best. So, yeah, admittedly having to stop and start jumping, not the smartest plan in the world, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Alright, more than plenty to do over here. Alright, we're gonna get this grace, and we're gonna go ahead and head on all the way over to the other side of this peninsula. This peninsula. Alright, so we have our flask and we have fire tier, but, you know, it would be nice if we actually got something good enough to put in our flask. I mean, it's a randomizer. Unlikely that that'll fucking happen, admittedly, but it would be nice. Alright, giant seal, money. Okay, alright. The seal, well, a seal could be useful. That would be a pretty hard ask to have everything line up exactly the way you want it to there, but in theory it could. In theory. Alright, we got a big stinky. Alright, please give me stones. That's... okay, no. Okay, alright. That's 1, but still, we'll take it. How are we doing stone-wise right now, actually? Got 2, 3, 1... okay, so we're almost in the realm of a +6 right now. Standard weapon. +3 for Somber at the moment. Alright, that might have been the last Smithy 4 that we needed. No, we need one more Smithy 4 for a +12 right now, but we also really haven't gotten a standard weapon that I want to invest time into, so that's not happening. Not really. Okay, 15 minutes in, we're doing okie dokie, I suppose. I do eventually here want to spend the money that I have on me right now. What is that? Oh, is that the Blythe? That is the Dark Shadow Blythe. Alright, fucking avoid his ass like the plague. I have no idea how his range works, and I do not want to find out.
How can I?
Alright, what do we got here? Merchant's got A. Nice. Okay, we got that. We got that. Okay, there's up to +6, or +9, my bad. Rotten Staff could actually be worth my time, grand scheme of... You know, I will buy that, actually. Fuck it. He's got bolts, but that's not really anything we're talking about. Holic Tree Medallion +2. I'm gonna grab this because I don't know if I'm gonna run into a situation needing that, but fuck it, why not? Alright, there we go. Cool. And on that note, let's go ahead and head back to Round Table, I suppose. Before we spend this money. Or rather, yeah, before we spend this money, let's go see if there's anything that we can buy at Round Table.
To determine if you had, it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take.
We're already up to a +3 Serpent Hunter at a bare minimum, which is good. +9 standard weapon, if we get a standard weapon that's worth our time. I think with how things are leaning here, the game's kind of pushing me more into a direction of Ooga Booga. So I think Ooga Booga is going to be the answer here. You know, we have multiple Ooga Boogas on our hand, and kind of seems disrespectful to not do that at this point. Let's see here. Flame Frenzy, no. I mean, this would be nice to get, but that's a lot of stat investment, so no. No, I don't want to buy something that's going to cost me a lot in terms of stat investment right now. Whoops, that would have been a mistake. Stormhawk Axe, not actually too shabby. Swarmpot, Stormwing. You know, the one thing I kind of forgot about the recipe that I purchased earlier is that it's kind of silly for me to purchase that recipe, considering I would need, whatchamacallit anyways for it. So, yeah, probably should have thought that part through. Oh, yeah, right. Fuck. Menuing. Blythe's armor. Oh, god damn it, it's Blythe's armor. Okay, alright, whatever. Okay, alright, Dee's got the kinky armor on today. Okay, so we have that, somber, all... Jesus, it really is all somber, huh? Okay, alright, That's 40. That's a lot of investment. I almost want to do this because it's strike damage as opposed to this pierce damage. No, I should probably use the thing that I can easily get online right now. If I'm using the other option, I'm kind of fucking myself over. So. Alright, sell off all that crap pretty much for the most part. Weapons, I wanted to sell off... Oh, interesting, I can't sell off the other Serpent Hunter. Huh, okay. Alright, sell off those. I might keep the Rotten Staff in case I somehow get a pivot, and the Grafted in case I'm able to pivot. I don't see myself getting the extra Somber Stones to make either of those options happen, but fuck it, why not? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Nice and meaty for the early game. And arguably, I might just take this and go run towards Margit and see what happens. We have a +3 on our hands right now. +3 Serpent Hunter, of all things. So, arguably, should be pretty decent for the most part, at least. Again, pathing-wise, this was kind of a weird route to take, but oh well, we're here now. Oh shit, I forgot to do the Kale stop-off, too. Oh, goddammit, bird. Ooh, some rot grease, you know, if we end up getting to pivot at some point, that would be really nice. I don't think we fucking will, but here's hoping the best, I guess. Alright, grab that. Is it a big item? The fucking bird. I should have remembered that the bird was going to be on top of my butthole. Hopefully we should be able to get rid of bird here. That was not worth picking up, but oh well, whatever. Get the grace. Get going. Okay. Okay. Alright. For the most part, pretty okie dokie. We're just gonna essentially book it on into that arena and hope for the best. Oh, goddammit, another thing aggroed? Man. We do probably want to get this Grace just in case. Alright, let's send it. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad at all.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Beautiful. Big meaty chunks. Okay, beautiful. Easy. No talismans yet, but that's fine. Damage was overall good. We cooked for the most part.
It's tightly. The guard you'll breach the... Well, but of course.
There we go. Okay. Grace. Grab the items that are in the vicinity. Kind of a trash item, but fair enough. I mean, throwing daggers in theory could be useful for the right circumstance. They're good for holding up poise in case the boss is a movement boss. So that's nice, but not amazing. I don't like holding on to money, but I will hold on to this money for right now. Okay, got some swaddling cloth. That actually... That's not amazing, but it'll do a thing for us. So, okay. That will, in fact, do a thing for us, which is nice. Oh, that's a fucking bird. Please don't let the bird just immediately come down to me. That'd be a little annoying. A little frustrating. Okay, easy dodges. Oh, shit, dog. Okay, grab this. Shamshear. Shamshear's kind of trash, but whatever. Okay, can the dog stop chasing? Alright, save quit. Like I said, save quit. Save quit to save my butthole. Item here. We don't have anything terribly dangerous on our butthole right now, so I'm going to grab this. Engval. Engval's kind of shit. Don't really care about him. You know, actually, that's not exactly fair. That's not true. He's not bad. He's actually a pretty solid summon. It's just, this is not really a summonable opportunity for him. So. Okay, we do want to get the Grace here because we need at least a Grace to be close to the boss in case it's a boss that's kind of annoying. Alright, let's hit down before we get fucking stabbed. Beautiful. As far as it stands, frankly, just more health. I haven't gotten any tiers yet, which is a little frustrating. Didn't see what the body was there. That's fine. Oh, Orlu. Okay, yeah, this is fun. This is absolutely fun. It's a classic, actually. A little frustrating when he fucking, you know, does shit like this, but that's fine. Okay, well, I'm getting stomped on there. You know, now that I'm actually kind of seeing it, I guess this is one of the few weaknesses of the Serpent Hunter. This is not really good for the Horaloo fight. Not really, at least. It's not bad. It's just definitely a lot slower than you imagine it to be, I guess. Oh, nope. No, no siree. I was really kind of hoping for a stagger by this point, but that's fine. Oh, gravestone. That's fine. Oh, god fucking damn it. Fuck you, Horaloo. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. I got stuck on stupid shit. That's not even you being good. That's me just fucking getting shit upon because stupid Godric Arena. Whatever. That's fine. It's still doable, still fine. Just a little frustrating that unfortunately of all the bosses for it to be, it's actually like one that requires like a decent arena. Alright. No explosion for me, thank you, sir. That's fine. Get roared upon. He does the roar. Okay, jumps. Jump. Jump. Okay, big meaty pokers. Should be a phase transition. Beautiful.
I am the Lord of all that is cold.
Gostok should appear right behind me, and I might just check his inventory real quickly. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, why not? We're here.
Water. Oh, he got water, you though. He had.
Dexterity tier could be useful, grand scheme of things. Software grease, holy water pots. I'll get this, I think. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave the rest of his inventory exactly the way it is. I don't care enough. The rest of it's not useful. Time for us to just send it anyways. So we have one half of the Dectus plate right now. I do need to go back, so I think we'll end up getting the Grace on the Lake. Or rather, once we get settled in to whatchamacallit on Liurnia, we'll end up doubling back for Fort Faroth. Thank you again. I always appreciate it when you fucking do that to me. Very cool. This might be a flask recovery here, or a tier here. So I probably should check it for the time being. Or it could be, you know, chump change. That's also possible. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we need 4 or 5. Or we need a decent weapon to swap off to. Camp looks fine enough to run through right now, so I am going to run through it for the one item. Funny, okay.
Surprised no matter. Why don't... Oh, don't.
Hey, you know what? There we go. There's that. 3s are good to go. We already have those. Luring pots. Everything else here is kind of mediocre, but I'll get the bell bearing, because if we end up finding a chance to get a Somber 2, that would be our opportunity to maybe pivot off of Serpent Hunter. To have some variety in damage, at least. Maybe have a new weapon that we end up having take us through the rest of the game at that point. Just maybe. Alright, total of 4 items here, I believe. Hopefully we can get them all. Alright, just a bat guarding this item, that's fine. Alright, Somber Stone, please. Not a Somber Stone. Not a Somber Stone. Come on, one more chance. Somber Stone? Not a Somber Stone. Okay, cool. Shit. I'm gonna ignore that item that's up there for right now because we don't really need it. We're gonna have more than enough item checks here shortly enough-ish anyways, so... Assuming, you know... Oh, okay. Alright, just crab. I mean, crab is dangerous, yeah, but... Crab is more than reasonable enough to get around, so... Alright, please, a somber of a variety. That's still not a somber. Rune Arc, Smithy 2s, okay. Alright, nothing of genuine value there. I mean, the money is nice. The money is nice, actually, so let's not downplay that. Another fucking Rune Arc, man. Plenty of Rune Arcs. There we go. Reason we offhand the weapon is because it essentially allows it to be two-handed even when we're not technically two-handing. So that is the major reason why there. Okay, cool. Love to see them getting from downtown. The fucking downtown snipe always just super effective. Alright. Mostly shit. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna get the Grace that's right over here because there's a lot of item checks that are right here, and then on top of that, EG. And I did kind of cuck myself out of that last time when I decided to not give myself something relatively close to work off of. So, I should be doing that just because, yeah, I should just be doing that. That is an Ancient Dragon, a little annoying. Another skull. Tiny money, but it is money. We have throwing daggers, so we could pop the balloons. Since we are in town for it. That's a goddamn bird. What the fuck? What the fuck, game? Alright, there's a Smithy 4, which is cool. Grab the fucking item, dingus! Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that, otherwise I'm gonna fucking completely tank it here. If I intend on getting the shit on the lake, I need to go ahead and equip this, and I'm gonna have to double back for it. I gotta get this Grace on the lake, otherwise we're gonna get fucking toasted. Luckily, it doesn't seem like the bird is hyper aggro by any means, which is something, but... more health, little bit more strength. Alright, there we go, cool. Now I can pop some balloons. I'm not gonna worry about the last item that was over there, it kind of feels a little extra to worry about it at this point, so... Alright, we're gonna get this one and that one, and then we're gonna head to EG. These have all been just relatively lame. Yeah. Yeah, admittedly, these have been sadly underwhelming. Something had that fucking hyper aggro to me. Did we get another? We did get another talisman, but it's... I mean, useless? Yes. By all intents and purposes, very much so useless. But we have it now, so... let's go check EG shop. Then I think we'll end this trip off with the graveyard.
I am an old soul, perhaps.
Golden seed and that's pretty much it. Okay, all right. Let's end this trip off by going to the final graveyard that's over this way. If we die here, we die here. It's not really that deep, I would say. EG doesn't really provide us anything past this point anyways, so... Alright, so far we're up to a +4. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Another dog? Like, at least the dogs arguably are less scary, all things considered, but like, man... Really, the dog fucking pivoted it exactly to where I was gonna be. That's awesome, that's cool. Okay. Alright. Alright. Rip 11k. Or 1100. Okay, we need to go back to Fort Faroth while we're broke. Do the quick run-through on Fort Faroth. We're not going to do the full run-through. We're just going to get what we need. Okay, wow, she was on site. She was ready to murder my ass. It doesn't really matter, though, because, I mean, we're probably going to die here anyways, or grace out. Oh, okay, so we just have multiple enemies that all know how to fucking chase after me. That's always cool. And for some reason, that resulted in a punch. Odd. There we go, one more grace out. We haven't finished Limgrave hunting yet. We could go do that. Stormhill Shack. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the second half of Limgrave. There's like 2 graveyards still left in Limgrave that we haven't touched. And that would be nice. Alright, shouldn't need those anymore for a while. Yep, this graveyard here, and then there's a graveyard that is more towards Caelid. Thank you, fucking shitback wizard, for doing what you do best. Thank you. Awesome. Love getting fucking slam jammed. More grease that I don't need. Awesome. Can you like, fucking grab the item. Thanks. Beast Repellent Torch. You know, that is nice. Poisonous Mist, Ash of War. If we get a weapon that could actually have that. Okay, cool. Alright, Bernal, give me something useful, baby.
Name's, but let me ask, are you here? Does your despite? Yeah. Takes me any interest. All I know. Now's the time.
Smithy 2, Inseparable, Bloodhound Claws.
Not floating you.
Nah, no, I think so. I think we're good. Wait, he does have a... Wait, that was a Somber 2? I'm sorry. Okay, no, we're good. No, we're good. We don't need that. Yeah, we're good. We don't actually need that item. Dagger Talisman. Okay, that's actually not a bad get. Like, we're not exactly going to be doing all the crits in the world, but that is useful. What the fuck kind of... What hit me there? What was that?
Can you hear me?
I was about to do Alexander, but then I remembered he's slow as dick, so... It's actually just a waste of time. And that thing is buried in there, isn't it? Wakazashi. That's the dagger, though, unfortunately. So, admittedly, not the most useful. Crimson Tear, arrows... I'll get it, but it's definitely not the most useful thing in the world. Okay, alright. Now we just need to go ahead and head towards the Kalid Graveyard. I don't see myself doubling back over here for any reason, so we're not going to bother getting this grace. That's just not happening. I'm pretty much coming here for just this graveyard, and then we're gonna dip. Alright, Smithy 2. Plenty of 2s! Plenty of fucking 2s. Crab eggs, soft cotton, and Troll's Golden Sword, which might be smithing? That might be smithing. We need to go back to table and level up our Serpent Hunter, I suppose. That is currently still the best option for us for what we're about to go into.
Those are of a chaff item what?
There we go. Smithing and smithing. Okay, so we do have some smithing items now. Still, frankly, the worst smithings possible, but it's something in theory. Okay. Alright, let's go see what our replacement is, I suppose. We could technically hold off on this. Technically. But I'd like to, I guess, just do it now. Fuck it. Still have 5k in my inventory at the moment. How much is another level up? 6,600. Okay, we might force that to happen real quickly. That is money that should not be wasted at the moment. There we go. That should cover the cost. Beautiful. We'll sit down at the grace that's up here and get that little squeak out of it. Is that a big white? I don't think it is. Couldn't quite fucking tell, admittedly, but whatever. This should help us get our weapon level up a little bit more. Or not weapon level, but alright, one more point into that, and then physique. It's not going to be valuable, but I'll put the tiers in anyways. And otherwise, there we go. corner? Okay. Well, I got fucking jumped very wrong, apparently. That's fine. Let's just do it again. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got a +4 versus whatever our Radon replacement is. Surely it'll be good enough, right? We could also technically, I guess, whip out... Well, I'm assuming we could whip out the Shamshir and apply rot grease to it. But that may not actually be an option. I'm unsure. Renala! Okay, alright, that's fine. Actually, funny enough, it might be one of the few times that I do summon in the lads, because if I summon in some lads here, they should annoy the piss out of her. Now, granted, I'm making her tankier by doing that, but also at the same time, arguably balances out. Standard longsword, adorable. Right, there she is. Okay, the lads are traveling a bit slow, and it is kind of annoying. Okay, I love it when there's just so many barrages of that shit. Okay, back shots. Good news is Okina is actually here kind of doing legitimate work right now, which is awesome. Okay. Admittedly, breaking her out of the stagger was a little annoying. Okay, easy money. Nothing crazy there, so we're essentially just off. We're off to our next destination. I guess I could stop by Kale still. Yeah, you know, I think we will. We will still stop off by Kale and the merchant that's on the beach. Both of those are item checks of enough value that it's worth probably the time waste. Where's that Grace at? There it is. There we go. Back to first step. We're going to go to the beach first, probably, and then we'll go to Kale. Alright. Put away the Serpent Hunter for right this minute, since it essentially is just not very awesome to hold out while you're just running around. Not really, at least. There we go. Down here. Golden Seed, but for way too much. Incants, and... okay. Really bad. Cool. My favorite. Alright. That's fine. Alright, let's go do the Kale check, and then we're on our way. I suppose I should maybe get the 2 items that I always traditionally get whenever I do this, but I'll consider it depending on how good the Kali inventory is. You know what? Why not? We always do it, and it's 2 extra item checks, so fuck it. This is actually useful. Spike tier, yo baby. Okay, alright, that's actually useful. Holy Shrouding tier, everything else here is mediocre for the most part. I could see myself using the poison darts, but that's not that useful. Oh shit, okay. Damn, Bloody Heal, a little fucking late to the party, aren't you? I mean, I don't really see myself pivoting off into the Bloody Helis because, well, unfortunately, while proc is definitely amazing in this game, it probably is not going to be able to keep up. Can I lose aggro, please? Alright, looks like I'm going to have to save quit that one. Okay, that's 2 major bosses down. We need to go to the gate. Alright, sit down for half a second, spend my 62k. Let's do 35, and okay, I guess 35. Okay, alright, cool. Alrighty. So far, so good, at least. Oh, fuck me. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, 54 minutes in, that's, mediocre, but overall, this has felt pretty good. Probably still worth it to do the merchant and the church check that's over here, just because that could be another sacred tier, and also, again, we hopefully can find ourselves a new smithy weapon that'll actually put in some, like, pretty decent work. Haven't yet, which is a little rough, but oh well. Yeah, honestly, oh well. Just kind of have to hope on that one. Okay. Please give me a decent smithy weapon. I would be very, very appreciative. Sort of Milos. I don't know if that is, actually, but I'm gonna grab that. I think Sword of Milos is a standard, or a somber weapon. I believe that is a somber weapon, but that, that wouldn't be a terrible option, grand scheme of things. Oh. The Red Crucible Knight chilling in the field. That's awesome. Good for him. Still gonna go this way because of the 2 item checks that we get along the way, so if either of them end up being a somber 5, then we are pretty much good for capital at that point. Okay, sure, yeah, whatever. Thanks, game. And apparently something aggroed to me, which is always adorable. We love it. Okay. Weapon-wise right now, frankly, it still stands to me that the Serpent Hunter is still king in this instance. Overall, at least. Cranial Vessel Candle Stand. That is another somber weapon. Jesus. Alright, we have a 1 and a 2. We need a 3 and a 4 if we were to have a new pivot weapon. Until that point, the Serpent Hunter is pretty much just it. I feel like overall this has been pretty good, though. This does feel like it's been pretty good for the most part. We made it through our major bosses with relative ease, which is great. We love to see that. We're already on our way to capital access, so we aren't going to have to pivot to go in any other different direction on the way there. So that's good to go. We're good there. Other than weapon level, really kind of... I mean, it doesn't suck, but it could be better. And maybe a buff or two if we were so lucky, but save for those things, this has actually been pretty okay for the most part. So, oh, you know what we do have? We have the pulley crossbow. Admittedly, I'd rather not use the pulley crossbow because that shit takes forever. And on top of that, we would hopefully need to get bones to make some rot bones, along with, you know, rot butterflies, which is kind of a big ask now that I'm thinking about it, but, you know, we may be lucky, so. Okay. This lad's a little bit scary, but luckily he's not too scary. Yeah, we're fine there. Okay. Meteoric Ore Blade, not really worth my time. Alright, who's our fight here? Is that one of the Gross Boys? It is one of the Gross Boys, yeah. How tanky? Pretty tanky, but he doesn't dodge, so... Fucking useless, but fair enough. Still feel like a relative need to at least check it, just because considering it is quick enough that it's not going to be bad, then yeah. But... I'm kind of stuck on the edge of tonight on what I'm going to do for dinner ultimately. I could do one of two things reasonably. Either get some Chinese takeout, or I could do spaghetti, which, I mean, both are pretty noodly, but I think I'm leaning more towards the spaghetti tonight, and then maybe save... Ooh. Okay, +8 Banished Knight's Halberd. I don't know what Ashes of War we have right now, but, I mean, I've done this before, and it is a damn good weapon, so that might actually just be the play. Also, that is that more dex? Yes, it is more dex. Okay, cool. Did I run past the item? I did run past it. God damn it. I guess I could have gotten it on my way back, but if this was anything of significant value, that would have been a waste of time. Get this grace. So we have the +8 halberd. Do we have stones to get it? So we could get it to a +9, and then we could get it to a +12, actually. So we can do that. That would be a +12 already. Infinite kukri, not really useful, and everything else here is actually really mediocre. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Currently aggroed still. You know what? Yeah, why don't we do that, actually? The, let me take a look at what Ashes of War I have for it, but that might actually just be our current backup solution. The halberd's not bad.
I didn't. I'll be doing much. Just lay out.
Okay. This, you, we have Poison Mist, we have lightning damage, which lightning wouldn't be terrible. I might take it poison, actually. That doesn't seem like a terrible option for right now. You know what, honestly, I think we're kind of cooking in stones right now, so I think I will get this to a +12. There we go. +12 on that bad boy. Awesome. Cool. Alright. Let's go. Actually, curiosity, can we even use that right now properly? I want to imagine we can. Yes, yes we can. Okay, cool. Actually, I think I just saw, as far as stat pool goes, that's actually technically better. So, okay, alright, then in that case we will in fact be using that for the time being. That's poison, dot over time, we love to see it, and on top of that, the halberd's honestly just not a bad weapon. So. Alright, nothing here of significant danger. Somber 7. Okay, cool. We just need that 5 and 6, and then we're already up to a +7. Flail. Kind of mediocre as shit, but fair enough. Alright, what's it gonna be? You know, I somehow shouldn't even be surprised that it's this thing again. But here's hoping it's not the worst version of it, I guess. I disagree with you on that one. That did not actually hit me. You're just kind of lying in broad daylight. You know, I think you're lying, actually. That didn't hit me. It just kind of fucking tickled me a little bit, but other than that, no, it didn't. Sure, whatever. That's fine. This asshole really just jumped right back on top of me to fucking try and dick me over. That was cute. Man, I fucking hate these falling star beasts. They're one of the bosses of all time, man. They really do fucking occupy the entire screen. Annoying as piss. Okay. Alright, curiosity. Can I offhand the poison halberd? Yes, I can. Really? You're gonna tell me that hit me? Sure, whatever again. Actually, for all it's worth, I think the damage is better on this right now. I think it's standard is what it was, or what it is. And the actual animation is a little bit faster, too. Okay, beautiful. It's not amazing damage, but it'll do. Really? Okay, sure, whatever. great. I love this so much. I love the shoveling. It's so much fun. It's literally just there to stall the fight out longer than it needs to be. Why am I missing that roll, actually? Kind of seems dumb. Can I get my stagger, please? Like, where actually has my stagger disappeared into? Thank you. Okay, alright, need to be done with this, please. Alright. Not amazing, because unfortunately we did run into that scenario I described earlier, where not having a strike weapon was going to be a little bit of a detriment. It is making me consider maybe we do need to actually use this grace instead. We'll get the grace up top, but this one for leveling. Because I don't want to have to mash dialogue for Melina. Yeah, you know what, actually, we might end up using the rot staff as a way to apply status condition and honestly have some form of strike damage, because I would be lying if I said it wasn't useful. I really would. Alright, one more of these. Okay, cool. Some extra money. We'd love to see it. Okay. Alright, well, actually, with that in mind, damn, you know, maybe I should take the, maybe I should take the, whatchamacallit, back off of the halberd. The full poison effect off of it, and just leave Poison Mist. Because Poison Mist is essentially just a... a temporary grease on the weapon, if we were to do it standard. Which is fine, we don't need poison to be just applicable to the weapon at all times. That way it allows us to also use other status conditions, so... Okay, that was a really bad jump. That... I was gonna say, that definitely felt like a bad jump. Alright. Okay. Managing to do that one feels dumb and stupid. Okay, there we go. You gotta be fucking kidding me. A fucking Estelle replacement? That's actually a really bad spot for an Estelle, too. Jeez. Well, hopefully nothing good is really here. Okay. Well, there's one okay thing. Alright. We're fine. We're fine. We're through. You know, I probably should just get this as a safety. Because all it takes is one barrage of that Estelle to completely ruin things for me. So... that's all it really takes, at least. That looks like a purple, and purples are standard, almost always never worth the time and effort put into them. It's kind of the difficulty about the purples and the oranges. They're not normally nearly as useful as they could be. Not that they can't be, just usually it's going to end up probably being some stupid, rare, uncommon item, like fucking Trina's lilies or something like that. Which, you like them, but not in a randomizer nearly as much. Oh. Oh. I think the game's about to crash, and there we go. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't too far back of a reset, but we'll find out in 2 seconds, won't we? It's fine. Again, we're working off of IGT anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you, game, for telling me how it works. I would never guess. Wow, huh. Yeah, admittedly that is a bit far back of a reset for where we were running from. Sure, whatever, game. Alright, just don't crash again. Odd. Okay, another Smithy 6. Cool. We still need two more 5s to actually make this meaningful anyways right now, so we're just gonna hard send it for our next boss anyways. Is that it is a legendary. Here's hoping it's a good one? No. No, it wasn't. Alright, 107 in. Okay. Well, luckily our log isn't really anything dangerous right now, so we don't have to worry about it. Or our branch, I suppose. Oh, there we go. And do I have a... I do. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Easy. Probably one of the best arenas we could have possibly found that lad in, actually. I don't really feel like I need this, but I'll put it on anyways, because fuck it, it's a talisman, question mark. I don't know quite why this is the case, but I feel like that item lost a lot of its luster moving into this game in particular. That is a bleed dog. A little scary, but as long as I get the grace, the rest doesn't matter. Okay, Somber 8. Okay, cool. Now we just need that... Again, we just need a 6-7. Oh, god damn it. God! Oh, wait, no, wait, we don't need that. I'm sorry, we don't need 6, 7, we need 5, 6. Yeah, we need 5, 6. Okay, Moose. Moose is fine. I don't know if Moose poisons, though. But this isn't bad Moose. This is actually fine Moose, for the most part. I want to say I think it does. I want to say I think it does. Even then, honestly, it's first Moose, not second Moose. So. Oh yeah, no, he does poison. Okay, cool. The one issue with these halberd weapons is that you have to deal with their boxes, and they are not exactly the most friendly. Really? Is that so, Moose? Alright, Moose is stalling, which is about appropriate. Dude, Moose, please, stop stalling! That was a horrible roll. Like, there's not even any holding against that. That was just bad. Okay, not enough for a poison proc, that's fine. This does have a little bit more of a thrust-based attack as opposed to the other one, and I think the range is technically better. Then it's a little bit more physical-based, so there's that. Alright, all the moves come. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna wait to set the grace for right this minute, since we have to fucking do this anyways. Alright, looks like we are gonna need the smithing bell bearing. That was weird. I did not actually roll at all. That was an odd game. Yeah, I didn't even press the roll button there, so it just kind of did that one all on its own. Alright, hurry up, please, talk faster, thank you, okay, yeah, alright, cool, thanks. Alright, do a quick time change. Flask upgraded, level up. In this case, honestly, more strength, more vigor. We need the East Capital Rampart again, because we gotta go do Skip again. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get the 5-6 bell bearing at this point. It's kind of a guarantee. Probably the whatchamacallit as well. The, actually, it might be another 5-6. Okay. It might be the other 5-6 for Somber as well, and the Mountaintops, but we're gonna need both. Probably, at least. Okay, well that was just the worst version of that possible. Very cool. God damn it. I mean, it was gonna happen one of these times regardless, but... Fucking... The cadence to it is very specific. You have to have it exactly right, otherwise it's not gonna work in the first place. Oh, talisman effect, right. Yeah, I forgot about that stupid fucking twig. Really? That wasn't good enough for you, huh? Really? Is that right, game? Maybe my jump was... I think my jump was a little too early. Which is why it didn't work the way that it was supposed to. That was fucking worse. Cool. That should? You know, it's funny, I would agree with myself that that should have been the one, but yeah, sure, whatever. The worst part is we kind of want to do this one anyway, since of that stupid fucking Estelle being there. The Estelle just kind of makes it so this is the correct choice. There's no way that one was going to land anyways. I fucking got on the slip and slide ledge. Little disappointing. Okay, can I please just get it? That would be nice. Okay, seriously, what the fuck? I'm about to have to run down the way slightly here and just go fucking do, like, the normal way down, more or less. I'm gonna do it one more time, I guess. And then I'll swap it to that. Okay, what the fuck, game? Come on. What the fuck? Alright, fuck it. We'll do the normal way downish. Bear. Oh, weird. I thought that that's supposed to die, like, immediately from that interaction, but whatever. Cool. I love the fucking goofball goobers so much. I love it when they fucking show up to stab me in the back. There was something on this roof in particular, but okay, never mind. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Yeah, okay, whatever. Thanks, game. Alright, where's it gonna fucking spawn me in? How bad is it? It's probably gonna put me, like, right back up the top of the fucking ramparts, too, or some stupid shit. Wouldn't be damn well surprised. Yeah? Alright, whatever. I guess we are doing this again, because fuck it, the game apparently really wants me to do this instead. I miss old Landell Scout. I really do. Oh, how nice. Get it that time in one go. Very cool. Alright, do a quick save quit on this one because it actually matters, and also that's saving my place. So. Alright, I think we only have like one item check on our way up here. That guy's not a problem. Oh, that guy is a problem, however. That guy actually is a serious problem. Okay. Luckily his aim is shit. Yay. As far as it stands, we can get up to a plus 17 as soon as we get our... Well, not as soon as. We need 2 more 5s and 1 more 6, but at least at a minimum, once we get those, we will be up to a plus 18 with our halberd. So, it's something. Please be a useful talisman? Okay, nope, that would be too much to ask for. Understandable. Can you be? Okay, literal trash. That's cool too. That's fine. Trash is cool. We like trash. Arguably. Cool. I sure do love it when that happens to me. We just need a 5 and a 6, and then we're up to a plus 9 just like that. Well, luckily I guess the next bell bearing I think does cover that for us on the Sombers, so... We'll get both bell bearings and arguably be good to go. I should probably get the grace that's off of this just because of these crashes. Probably, at least. That, and, I mean, if we die in the woods here, then that's pretty bad. Okay, 118, we're already... Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, so it was good that we got the grace for this area. It was good that we got the grace. Okay. Well, at least at a bare minimum, we're in the downward half of the end game, I suppose. That is something. Golden seed. Okay. You know, it's funny. I'm pretty confident if she poked me, I probably might have actually been just dead on the spot there, because her aim was for my head, of all things. So honestly, if she had landed that headshot, she probably would have just killed me on the spot. Luckily, she whipped. Alright, please don't crash into mountaintops. No crash into mountaintops. Cool. Okay. There's that bell bearing, beautiful. Now we just need the other one, and then we can get all of our weapons all that much better off. I might make it a point to once we get back, I might change the Ash of War around so that way only the Ash of War itself does the poisoning. That way we can actually use some other greases and whatnot, like rot grease and hopefully... Actually, I don't know if we got any bleed grease, but bleed grease would be cool too. Hang on, need this item first. Okay, crash. Cool. Yeah, so we have some rot grease. Which, rot and poison combo does sound really nice. Okay. Alright. Cool. It's big enough. Sure, yeah, we'll grab it. Faithful Talisman, that is not going to do us any favors. Cool. It might have technically been faster to just drop down there, but whatever. It's fine. Smithy 6, cool. Damn, whole bunch of Smithy 6s, but at least now I guess we don't need them, so we don't have to spend money on it. Still a little annoying seeing that happen after that we get there, but whatever. Okay. Alright, ignore the grace that's right there, because we don't have time for that one necessarily. We're going to pretty much wait until... Not Fire Giant, but we are going to do the one, I think, right before the major chain leading to the mountaintop. That way we have one that's pretty close in case we get clusterfucked. But likewise, we're not having to rely on too many graces. A little bit of grace management, I suppose. Okay, now we run across the lake, go get the bell bearing. Okay, what is that? Our Grail, I think it is. Either Grail or... I don't know why I'm suddenly blanking on what the first dragon's name is in Limgrave. Probably because, honestly, in terms of interactions, yeah, it's the most cinematic in terms of it flying in the way that it does, but I just never fuck with it, because it's almost entirely pointless. Okay, I sidetracked a little too hard there on direction. Alright, this will be a bell bearing and also go and potentially a flask recovery. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Alright, so we really can't make any of the items that we have currently unlocked for recipes, but that's okay. I didn't really expect that to work out for us anyways. Lopter being right there is a little concerning. By a little concerning, I mean, frankly, pretty concerning. Please don't snipe me, please don't snipe me. I wouldn't have been surprised. I really would not have been surprised if the Lopter had fucking sniped us out of the air there, but... Anyways. Grace that I'm gonna get is right here. It's close-ish, but not too close. Yeah, like, look at that. Fucking, one of the electrocution shocky balls is here. If that thing fucking shot me, then, yeah, probably would have fucking suffered for that. There's, like, one item through here, but I never seem to be able to, get it. I always seem to fucking miss it. I think it's just because of the area that it's in. Alright, ignore this grace and the map. We don't have time for those. Alright, we're pretty much having a hope that whatever we run into, it'll be a double boss that is of relative ease overall, but we'll see, I guess. Either way, though, actually, this is where our halberd goes up to a plus 18. Oh, you could be fucking kidding me. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We got this corner here. We're safe. A little bit of extra money. Awesome. With this grace. I'm assuming I need to sit down here. Okay, so we need to go buy some stones, 2 5s, and a 5 and a 6. And then Serpent Hunter will essentially be max level, and Banished Knights will be on its way. There we go, 5, and then we need some more money for the 6. Two more 5s. We need 12k for the 6. In this case, honestly, I'm just gonna pop the biggest rune because we're gonna need to spend money anyways on leveling up shit, so it's fine. Here we go. Extra talisman slot doesn't really do me any favors. Everything else here is essentially mediocre. Okay, cool.
No. Oh, don't pay me, just lay out.
Okay, there we go. Plus 18 on that bad boy. This, we're going to go and take it off of that, and we're going to do standard for it instead. And I think other than that, how much is a level up right now? 19k. Okay, gotcha. That's going to put us over the limit, but that's fine. I'd rather waste a smaller pile of money for one level than the alternative, so. And I guess, frankly, some endurance, maybe? Foot of the Forge, and away we go. Cool. That way now, too, we can essentially have some rot grease on our hot bar. And basically just have even more damage to work with overall, instead of just having to worry about reliably poison proccing. I mean, this will make it harder to poison proc technically, but poison isn't exactly the end-all be-all of our damage. Red Wolf, a little bit spooky scary, but that's fine. In fact, actually, I am gonna rot for this. Alright, first phase down. Field trip, we love to see it. Actually, perfect boss. Okay. Final child. Where's the final child? There it is. Alright, and now we're gonna go ahead and Poison Mist. Alright, child, where are you singing from? Thank you. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Might have been a little bit wasteful to use 2 poisons on Renala alone, but yeah, probably at least. Oh, we gotta update our tier actually, because we have the charge attack tier. This is a good time to do it anyways, though, so we can do it here. Okay. Please. Thank you. Alright. Hour 30 in. Doing pretty good so far. We have a total of 5 more bosses left, I believe. Yeah, 5 more bosses left. Alright. Really? Okay. Alright. Alright, sit down. We're going to go ahead and physique, change that out, level up, go ahead and do, I think, 50 strength, or yeah, 50 vigor, my bad. And we're going to leave it at that. No more health leveling at this point, we're just damage leveling.
This world and death are you to commit. Very let my hand.
Okay. Alright, cool. Okay, I was gonna say any month now, please. I was worried that she was getting, you know, a little case of impotence. And she's trying to grab my hand and make me conk the fuck out, but unfortunately for her, apparently just one every so often, it just doesn't work. So, probably a bit awkward for her, I'm sure. So, I'm not gonna mock her for it too much. Unless she's into it. I'd highly doubt that. You know what? That's fine. I didn't actually want that item anyways. Thank you, game. I did try to grab it. I swear on that much. Just fucking... it's big white. Sure. Alright, 2-hand our fists for right now. There we go. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we're fisting it. Is that a rat? Depending on the size of the enemy here and what we're dealing with, I will murder it. Oh, that's a bat. Okay. Alright. Yeah, in that case, yeah, I will murder the bat. Beautiful. Fucking useless item, but whatever, it's dead now. Okay, cool. I would get that grace, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Is this a cookbook? It is, yeah. Well, not a cookbook, but a spellcasting booklet. Alright. I don't see the pivot happening at this point, but I'll grab the bell bearing anyways, just in case I am able to. Or I feel a strong enough need to go pivot, but I think at this point in time, our major 2 weapons are what we have. So. Alright, get the grace that's here. Normally I do the long run around, but we're just going to go ahead and get this grace and go hop right into the arena. In terms of weapon leveling at this point, like, what we have is what we have, so we're good to go, arguably. Alright, meatball. I was going to say, that is actually a scary enemy to find there. Oh, good, Estelle. Did that asshole seriously walk himself... Hang on. That asshole seriously walked himself into the arena. I'm not fucking... We're not having that. Really? We're doing an immediate ground pound. Okay, cool. And delete my health bar. Thank you. Thank you, Estelle. Teleportation instantaneously. Okay, sure, whatever. God damn it. I was mixed up on my inputs. This is a really bad arena for a cell. Didn't mean to take the immediate crit, but whatever, sure. Awesome. Love to see it. Unfortunately, his big ult got stuck on the outskirts. And I'm dead. There's no way I'm not dead here. Yeah. God damn it, thank you, Estelle. Okay. A little frustrating, but nothing we can't do, arguably. Just probably need to go down and do this way now. Doesn't help, I guess, that the fight started off with the pest immediately dicking us over, but... Yeah, if the pest hadn't been there to dick us over, I think would have been fine, grand scheme of things. This might be an opportunity for rot, now that I'm thinking about it, because I do believe Estelle rots. It rots and poisons, so... Alright, there we go. Got the slightly closer grace. And this time I will make an attempt to rot. I was about to be really mad there because the game felt like it was about to hot swap my ass out. Really? Fucking instantaneous grab, by the way. More so, I'm just mad at the fact that Estelle just said, nah, fuck you, I'm just gonna grab. Ooh, okay, there's lag. Can I get the rot proc off, please? Please? Thank you. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you again. Cool. Nope. None of that shit for you today, big guy. Couldn't really tell if I was out of the range of it, so I decided to just be safe about it. Man, I love whips. That's so cool. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna take the damage here, but whatever. Okay, Estelle's just fucking spamming now. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Alright, there's Estelle put in the grave. Love to see it. I'm gonna go level up real quickly and do all that magic. Alright, we got our bell bearing. We're gonna get our bad boy leveled up as much as we can. Okay. 3 of these, 3 of these, and we're good to go there. Everything else is good. Cool. Rewarp table.
Lay out your route.
There we go. And we can spend the rest of this pretty much on just leveling up at this point. Okay. Whoops. Auto-tracked myself in the wrong direction there. Beautiful. Both died for a decent pile of money there. Semi-scary enemy there, but not really enough to worry about. Okay. And I guess we'll try to do birdfuck skip it. Yeah, we'll try to do birdfuck skip today. I think it is still functional, just was being really, really weird for us the other day. Okay. I don't think we have a third talisman. Not really, no. Not one that replaces well enough. Okay, that was a little unfortunate that I missed the last fucking jump after getting the first one right, but whatever. That's okay. How nice of the game to spawn me back on the railing, though. That doesn't often happen. Okay, cool. Easy. I say cool, easy, as if though that weren't a hard thing to do there, but it totally was, but, you know. It actually went well. Funny part is I actually have not been doing any sort of practice or anything like that. Quite contrary, I've been playing so many other games right now that I think I'm a little bit rusty here, frankly. But, I mean, I seem to be getting it, so. Yes, we are going to get this grace. We are going to get this grace. It's just too safe to not have it. Or rather, the fight itself is too risky to not have a grace to work with. Another Somber 9. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, you definitely get something from murdering that. Oh, hey, it's the guy. Although, unfortunately, it seems that because we already have a halberd, the game's not quite registering that we need a halberd. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, beautiful. First phase down. Okay. Dragonkin? Oh. Not awesome, but it'll be fine. Awesome. I love it when that happens. Are you shitting me? Okay. Okay, he might be immune, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just full commit to Dragon, or Serpent Hunter right now. Odd. You know what's really cool about that is almost nothing. Really wasn't sure what the fuck he was up to there, but sure. Well, yo, could I get my stagger, please? I was gonna say, could I get my stagger, please? Because I wasn't really getting one, and kind of feels like most of the health bar was kind of gone there, so surely it existed. Okay, alright. I just have to keep in mind that, frankly, this is one where I just need to full Serpent Hunter, I think. That's really all this one boils down to. Don't even bother with the lance, or the halberd on this one. It's just not, it's not doing the work. Yet again, feels like my menuing is getting goofed on. Odd. Oh my god, again, fucking... Okay, I might actually just need, like, a new controller or something. I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, I'm gonna try something real quickly. Okay. Alright. Will it be immediately active? Yes. Okay, cool. You know what's funny is I did press the button to dodge there. I think I just got an animation lock. Okay, there we go. First phase down. Second phase begins. Please die a little faster. Thank you. Right, I gotta remember that that fucking happens every time. Right, wait for the swing. Odd, but okay. Alright, I was gonna say second phase. Motherfucker's immediately making me lose all of my poise against him. Alright, big meaty swing, thank you. Alright, come on, big guy. Long attack, but that's okay. doesn't seem like a thing that would go right through the pillar, admittedly, but I guess it does. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I got fucking Luigi slipped. I got Luigi sliders on. I got fucking Luigi sliders, god damn it. That's so fucking dumb. That's fucking explain it, but it doesn't really matter if I explain it or not. I can't believe I got fucking motherfucker. That's not even on me at that point. That's just fucking BM. Oh my god, it keeps happening. Right, go into the menu and the game mistakes my A press, or my run, my circle press is a full circle press, even though I'm holding down the button. Awesome. Thank you, Snake. Alright, wait for the snake to die for like a handful of seconds, I suppose. Now flask. This next part really wouldn't probably even be that bad if the lag didn't last as long as it did. Oh, look at that. There's that stagger I was looking for. Like 6 months ago. I'm sorry? I'm not allowed to crit on the head? Not a... No! You motherfuck... You son of a bitch! Oh my god, what the fuck? Yeah, alright, cool. Whatever you say, Dragon. Whatever you say, Dragonkin. Fuck me over multiple times, please. A little bit harder while you're at it. God damn it, it's annoying as piss too, because really, genuinely, this has been really good. It just fucking stupid mistakes. Really stupid mistakes. Whatever, try again, I guess. We're almost there. Ideally, who knows, maybe we'll still get a PB at least. Oh, that seems fitting for you. Of course you'd fucking do that to me, Serpent. Okay. Alright, first phase down again. Here we go, number 2. You know, it's funny, I fucking knew it was gonna happen too, and yet I still fell for it. Okay. Alright, there we go. See how easy it could have been if I had just done the thing with the thing? Oh well. No, actually, I do want to go ahead and spend this money. I don't want to hold on to money that's going to be that valuable. A little bit more here, and frankly, the rest just dumped into strength at this point. Alright, we have 3 more major bosses to go, pretty much. And then we are GG's done. I mean, we still technically have time to save, but it's nowhere near as, like, potent. So it probably isn't going to result in a lot of anything. Good, we can make poison grease, you know, because we need more poison grease. That was the thing we were missing, obviously. Okay, there we go. Hey, Froggy, how you doing today? Good seeing you. Okay, what's it gonna be? Alright, whatever it is, it spawns in. Okay. Damn, I hate to say, but I think I am gonna need a new controller at some point here, because I am starting to get the fucking phantom rolls. That's not me pressing any buttons when it rolls like that, but awesome.
None shall take the throne.
Overall good. Overall good. I'm glad to hear it's a good day for you.
Unto eternity.
Second here. Oh, it's sewer mode. Okay. Alright. Man, I love it when it fucking doesn't consider my roll a roll. Sewer Moog's gonna be a tanky son of a bitch, too. I mean, it's fine, grand scheme of things. Okay, should not have taken that hit. Not a good position for Sewer Moog to want to be in, admittedly. Actually pretty bad. Oh, you started your own randomizer? Nice. Awesome. God damn it. I gotta stop fucking... Hang on. Really? That apparently blew up right in my face. Okay, sure, whatever. Can I get a stagger, please? Really? No stagger, huh? I was gonna say, thank you. That's cool, though. Nice. Hopefully you're having fun with it. It is, generally speaking, a lot of fun. I think, at least. Alright, Moog, maybe. Can you maybe stop doing this? Really? Is that so? Okay. Alright, that was sloppy at best, but we're through. We're through. It is honestly kind of funny to say it this way, but entirely this way. I think Randomizer Elden Ring is arguably just the better version of Elden Ring Night Rain. If you had to compare it just down to, like, randomized abilities. Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, I would say that. Having fun until you got Melania for Red Wolf? Yeah, that is how it be sometimes. The first run that we were doing of this, we got Melania as our Godric replacement. And frankly, depending on the kind of arena you get Melania in, long story short, you are going to learn how to fight her, or you're going to have the worst time. It is like a hard guarantee. Even if she's scaled for the area you're in, she's still a pain in the ass. Nothing changes. Okay, don't see what the boss is, so it's a spawn in. Could be Fire Giant. Yep. Fucking how did I know? How did I know? Awesome. I was gonna say, is he already stinky? Oh yeah, no, he actually is already stinky. Okay. Get the fuck out of his tank. Yep, I was gonna say, those explosive rocks are gonna fucking burn my asshole alive. Yeah, nothing like some good old Fire Giant making everything annoying as piss. This is always why I just stick to his thighs, because it's always easier to just track the movement of his thighs. Really? Not enough for a stagger, huh? Oh, fuck me. Can I get a stagger, please? Dude, Fire Giant, come on, dude! Oh my god, he's dropping more fireballs. This asshole. This fucking asshole. £800 of meat and goddamn potato. Oh well, whatever. At least now I know that my controller is apparently bugging out ever so slightly, so I will unfortunately have to probably go get another one soon enough-ish. Alright, here we go again. Another Fire Giant. Not the attack I expected him to do there, but sure, whatever. Wow. If it is the Fia's boys again, I really would not be entirely surprised. How many fucking hits is this now? I did a lot of fucking hits there. For that not to count as enough for a stagger. love it when those flips happen. It's super cool. You know, honestly, it might just be the Fia's champs again. Who knows? We haven't gotten them this run so far. Oh my god. Okay, cool. There we go. Second phase time. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. It can be hard, but it's not, usually. Okay. Unless I fucking throw... Yeah, to be fair, if I throw, then yeah, actually suddenly it becomes less enjoyable, but god damn it, that's on me. That is just on me. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that one. That shouldn't have happened. God damn it. Fucking losing time for that. Losing time for all of this, frankly, but, you know, all the more, I guess. We don't have any bleed grease. We don't have any way of crafting bleed. We technically have the rotten staff, but the rotten staff ain't Okay. Here's my plan. Where the fuck did it go? There we go. Alright, so we can do that. I'm gonna go for the rot, and then I'm gonna swap the rot out. Radagon is your Leonine Misbegotten. Oh, come on, dude, with the fucking meatballs. Not rotted yet, apparently. Not good enough. Really? That still wasn't enough? What do you mean that wasn't enough? Dude, come on. Absolutely meaty chunkers. We love to see it. Oh, fuck my life. I'm dead. I'm a little surprised I'm even alive there. That shit is the worst. Oh, this is a bad position to be in. Shit. Squeeze the chili cheese out of my baking powder? What? No. No meatballs. We don't need more meatballs in this arena. We're good. That's fine. We get hit by the second hit. That's okay. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. Okay, there we go. Sit down, final level up, and we go. Is the Serpent Hunter Ash of War worth using? Not really. Like, in standard combat, no, not at all. But if you're using it against the Rykard or... Yeah, I don't know why I was saying the Rykard, but use it against Rykard or his first phase, then yes. It pretty much animation cancels him, or cancels his animations. So, in second phase, you know how he does that stupid meatball thing? Save it for that, and you can usually break him out of that. And then first phase, it could also break him out of that big AoE he does on the ground. Now granted, you're probably... Okay, well, I guess... I guess we don't have any status proc for this. Okay. Okay, first phase down, beautiful. Wow, he dies instantaneously. Oh, okay. Actually it's Margit, so that's fine. Okay. Exactly. It does really, really good damage, but it takes so long that it's just generally not worth it because of that fact. If it didn't take 6 months to use it, then it would definitely be worth it. Beautiful. Okay, big meaty pokers. Okay, put him in the grave. Beautiful. Pretty good to open up fights, and the follow-up can almost instant stagger. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, it does a lot of damage, and it does a lot of poise damage. But unfortunately, past that point, it kind of... It is a bigger risk than it is a reward, honestly. Alright, there we go. Time. Hang on. Try to fucking get this back into the menu here. Okay. Alright, I wasn't paying attention exactly what time I was getting into that stone, but it looks to me like it was like a 2:18:55, roughly. I don't know. If I'm gonna take the speedrunning concept of this seriously, I probably should get a timer set up for it. That way I can just start, doing that, but I'm kind of unsure of it. At least the setup for it and whatnot. So, nevertheless, I mean, we did do better. We definitely did better. Unfortunately, though, we definitely ran into, like, a brick wall or two there, which, it's a little disappointing. So. But, I am gonna have to run here. John Default, not too bad, not too shabby. But, I am probably gonna be running something a little bit later on here tonight, maybe. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but... Still, I'm glad we got this stream in today. I did want to start... I wanted to get out and do this, so luckily we were able to. But, yeah, I guess that pretty much is gonna have to be it for today, folks. I will maybe see you all later, but if I don't see you later, then I'll definitely... Well, actually, tomorrow, probably not at all, because tomorrow is going to be a busy as hell day for me, but... I will be back at that point on Tuesday. I'm going to try and make it a point to stream tonight as well, but we'll see what happens there. So, yeah. But, either way, folks, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it a lot and a half. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you all later. Thank you, Froggy. Take care, buddy.